Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Corner. And as you can see, we have a very special guest in the stream today. It is Josh. It is Josh Goes to Disney, and it is his birthday. And Christy is celebrating the occasion with a hat.
Happy birthday, Josh.
I don't have a birthday hat. I feel very left out now that I didn't know I needed.
I have like 8 of them. I could send you one, but you can also get them at the dollar store for $1.
I didn't even think about that. I'm such a bad friend.
I mean,
well, I had like a happy birthday banner that I was trying to put up back here, which is why I was like right on time, and I couldn't get it up there. I was like, dang it.
I would have gone in front of a birthday banners. My parents put up birthday banners, but my dad's like, you have to live stream in your room, and I was like, fine, whatever.
Do they not realize that live streaming is fun and you can have kinds of banners and things in your room?
Well, he gets his job. He works from home right now, so he's on call a lot, and he can't have me out there talking loud or being on live stream like while he's doing his. So
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
So, hello, Jack Rain. I don't know if you are still in here, but thanks for popping in and saying good morning. So it's a normal coffee corner where we're going to ramble. We're going to talk. I'm going to eat breakfast. I was telling Josh before the stream started, I officially cannot have any kind of dairy products. It gives me the same reaction as when I get gluten. And so, which means I'm running to the bathroom. And so I have officially given up all milk and cheese products and all gluten.
They have non-dairy cheese. It's not the greatest, but coming from somebody that's keto that eats stuff that's not its original form, you get used to the flavor and then you're like, oh, this is good. If you're interested in like non-dairy cheese or non-dairy ice cream.
Yeah.
I mean, can you have like oat milk or dairy, like soy milk or something?
Yes, I can have that, but it's the way that dairy is processed. Do
you like the nut milk?
I do. I actually am using unsweetened vanilla almond milk in my coffee. I love almond milk. My mom. The funnier part about it is when I was baby and mom was giving formula, mom had to give me soy formula. And it wasn't like today where it's in a powder. It was in a can that looks like a juice can that was a concentrate that you had to mix with water and shake. And it stunk, apparently.
Yeah, that stuff stinks. They still actually make that kind too, but it's just the powder's simpler.
Well, they didn't have the powder in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah. So, and one of my bottles got lost in my brother's Mustang, my brother Howard, and he was like, his friends were like, we have to find this bottle because your car reeks. They literally had to take apart his car, and it had gotten shoved under the seat, and they were like, get rid of that thing. We adore your baby sister, but not this bottle.
Yeah. You babies poop. Not that, I mean, we're getting gross already, but babies poop if they drink soy milk, almond milk, whatever as a formula, it smells horrendous also. I mean, not that baby's poop doesn't already smell bad, because it does, but it's worse because, Ephraim had, like, I don't know that he was a allergy or what, or if I was just trying to feed him too much, but he was always spitting up milk. So I switched to the soy, and it's gross.
Thank you everybody for the happy birthday wishes.
I actually liked the concentrated better just because of the fact that it seemed to last longer than the powder.
We used to do rice milk a lot. Like when we were kids, like almond milk and all that wasn't really a thing in the 90s. So the rice milk was like all we drank. If we couldn't have regular milk, we would have rice milk like crazy. It was insane.
My gluten-free wheat thinny crackers aren't bad. They're I'll say gluten-free food has come a long way in the past few years. It's not bad.
All food that is made for people that have dietary restrictions has elevated the game like insane. Like gluten, keto, vegetarian, vegan, anything like that that's made to substitute for something that people can't have it's insane how good these things are. Like how like before it was just like you took a bite of it and you were just like ugh, blah, blah. Now it's like, oh, I could actually eat this instead of the actual thing.
Really good. Like for a good example is, well, I'll say I do not like the keto crust at Blaze Pizza, but I can also eat the cauliflower crust. And I like their cauliflower crust way better than any of the other crusts.
Now, you're not vegetarian or vegan. You're just keto.
I'm just keto.
Okay. So have you seen the video or the videos going around on TikTok of the canned chicken pizza crust?
I haven't, but Taco Bell has something similar where they use chicken as the taco.
I made it one day and it was insane. Because like cauliflower pizza crust or cauliflower in general can have a very, very strong taste. If it's like something you're first trying out or something you don't really like, it's very hard to get past the taste of cauliflower because you're so used to the taste of cauliflower and how strong it is. Where this canned chicken, you literally just drain it, dry it, put it in a bowl with egg, Parmesan cheese, and seasoning, and you lay it out on a pizza pan, bake it for 30 minutes, let it get like kind of cooked through, and then you put your pizza toppings on and you cook it for another 10 minutes, and it literally slices and holds together like a pizza crust does, and it doesn't taste like chicken.
I'm gonna have to try it.
That's the weirdest part. I was really expecting it to be like, this doesn't taste like pizza. This tastes like chicken with pizza toppings on it. Like I was really, really prepared.
Like Parmesan chicken.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm telling you, it's like, it's weird. It tastes really, really good. It doesn't taste, it kind of tastes like pizza crust and you don't really you don't really think you're eating chicken. But it's also a good, really good keto friendly, because it gives you a lot of protein as well. Whereas cauliflower doesn't really give you a whole lot of protein. Right. But like this chicken gives you tons of protein as well. So it can help out people that are trying to work out or whatever. So it's very good.
Another like thing that, and I don't remember where I found it. It was before TikTok, this pre-TikTok, which is weird because pre-TikTok's only been like a year and a half, maybe at the most. It's a keto lasagna and you use egg. And it's really difficult to make because you have to be really precise. But at the same time, that lasagna was freaking delicious. I took it to work because I made like a huge pan of it. And I took it to work for like a week and a half back when, you know, life was normal. And everyone was like, that looks so good. What is it? And I was like, keto lasagna. They're like, what?
One of the best lasagnas I've ever had was when I was in culinary school. We substituted the noodles for zucchini slices.
That's good too.
It was delicious. Like you just layered it in the inside part of the tray like a bread loaf, and then you just layered it like you would lasagna as a substitute, and like that or eggplant slices. Oh, it was so good. I was like, I'm not prepared. I'm not excited for this. Like growing up in an Italian household where all we did was eat lasagna and like regular noodles. And I took a bite of it and I was like,
it's just that some people are closed-minded and won't try that kind of stuff, which really just beyond me because most of it is outstanding. I will say it takes a lot to find a good keto bread. Like if you like bread, it takes a lot to find a bread that is worthy of the title bread and keto bread. But when it comes to like things like lasagna and all that kind of stuff, it's just substituting for something that is keto friendly. And the whole reason that I stick to keto, other than like still wanting to lose a little weight, is I have a gluten allergy, so I can't eat gluten. I can, but it does not do well with me.
It also makes you feel good.
Yes. Being keto, you feel so much better.
Yeah, you have more energy. You don't feel as tired. You don't want to sleep all day. like just things feel better naturally during your day. You have better, even more positive attitude. You're not, I feel you're not as negative, and you're not as like, I wouldn't say depressed, but you just don't have those negative thoughts. I feel like, because your brain's functioning better because you're having more natural and better tasting food. So
going back to Blaze that Christy mentioned earlier, what I like about Blaze, and Christy, I'm sure you know this as well, if you have some sort of allergy, if you'll notice, they use one glove across everything on the bar. You can you can ask for a gluten-free crust, and you can tell them you need to bring new stuff from the back.
Yeah, and they will.
And they will. They'll go to the back, and they'll get cheese and pepperoni and any of the veggies and stuff that you want on your pizza, and they will get fresh stuff and it'll be brand new. Nothing's been touched in it yet.
Do they have a special oven like by
no,
itself?
It's all in the same oven, but they will not put anything else in the oven at the same time.
They also have wood pallets that they use, and then they have like, if you're getting the keto crust or the cauliflower crust, they don't put it directly on the wood plat like they do the regular, because it's not the same texture, obviously. So they put like a little rubber thing in between, and they wash both the wooden pallets and the rubber things after each use.
Yep. And they, I have, knock on wood, I have never been glutened at Blaze.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I've never felt bad after I've left there.
It sometimes can be weird when, and I know it shouldn't feel weird, but I do. When you're like, I need to speak with the chef, like especially at Disney, because like you can ask to speak with them about your like whatever you need. And like people are looking at you like, what? Why is a chef coming and talking to them? Why are they getting special food? And at Blaze, it's just like, I need the gluten-free crust. I need you to go get the other ingredients, and it doesn't feel as weird. Maybe it's just me.
I have noticed at Disney, in particular at Skipper Canteen and at Beaches and Cream, neither of us said we had an allergy. We just had asked questions. Does this have gluten in it? Is it cooked? Are the fries fried in a separate oil area than what the fried chicken is? And they're like, so do you have a gluten allergy? And they will ask. And if you say yes, they're like, okay, hold on a second. You don't even have to ask to speak to someone. They'll just go get the chef for you. At least at those two places, I would imagine that's kind of probably Disney-wide.
Yeah.
We went to, me and my cousin, she's vegan and very strict vegan. And we went to, what is it called? Cosmic Rays. And we walked up to the register, and she was like, hi, I'm vegan. Is there anything you can suggest or anything you can offer me that would be 100% vegan? And she was like, there's a couple things we can give you. We have a vegan. Hi, Christine. We have, like, they had a vegan burger. They had a vegan sloppy joe. They had a vegan, like a black bean burger. They also had a whole entire binder underneath the register that she was able to pull out for my cousin and be like, here's your options. These are a bunch of things that are not on the main menu, but you can also look through them if you want to and decide if you want one of them. And thinking about it, the fries are fried in the same fryer as chicken nuggets. So
that wouldn't be that would have gluten in it. It would,
but that would be also not vegan because you got the chicken flavor and the chicken on the fries.
True.
So, but yeah, so it's I like that Disney has much more to offer than just like here's a black bean burger or here's a salad with no chicken. Like, it's like, here's a bunch of stuff that you can eat and you can try. And the foods actually taste good too. Like, the sloppy joe wasn't great. The sloppy joe was kind of crappy.
Sloppy joes are gross anyway. Hey, Kat.
Hi, Catherine.
Hello. You don't like sloppy joes?
No.
What? No, she sounds like, okay, I'm sorry. I thought Sammy was here. I thought I said coconut or something, you know.
So let me just, okay, it's like literally, it makes me think of like a cow went through a grinder. Like, I can't. I can't.
I don't like meatloaf either. It's same concept.
No, I don't like meat.
Oh, I love meatloaf. Meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh.
And cooked honey glazed carrots.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, no. Mashed potatoes, green beans, and like fresh green beans cooked on a pan.
Yep.
And with garlic, and then homemade meatloaf. Like my meatloaf, I'm okay with. But like other people's meatloaf.
Do you know what's really good meatloaf that's not meatloaf? Is Liberty Tree Tavern. They have that
Impossible.
It's Impossible one.
I've heard nothing but good things about that meatloaf.
It's so good. It's so good.
You're literally like the fifth or sixth person who's told me that it's good, and I want to try it.
But here's the thing. If you don't like mushrooms, then you won't like it.
I love mushrooms. I used to hate mushrooms. So when I was in culinary school, I hated mushrooms. This was like 2016. All of a sudden, my taste buds are just like, you love mushrooms now. Before, my culinary instructor, chef guy, was like, you need to try this mushroom. I was like, no, the hell I do not. He's like, you're not gonna force me to eat a mushroom, especially being that I am paying you to instruct me. No. So he was like, you need to try it. Try everything once. I was like, maybe down in the future, I will have a mushroom, but as of right now, I'm not eating that mushroom.
Christy, your makeup looks so pretty.
Oh, thank you. I used the Alice in Wonderland palette.
Whoa!
What about my eyes?
You look lovely.
You look beautiful, Josh. Hold on. There we go.
Don't make all big as makes his head bigger.
That's impossible.
Your hair looks really nice.
It's
I
nice
really
and
like
greasy.
The
no, but like the cut looks really good.
Oh, I got it yesterday. That's why.
I know. I can tell.
I got it in yesterday. My hair is greasy, so my hair is actually like flaying like it's supposed to. It's not like all over the place.
I think I'm on day 3. So day 3 is usually the worst.
I think I'm on day 3 also.
This is like day 3 or 4 without washing my hair.
Yeah, I'll watch this tonight. This.
Yeah, I have my birthday party tonight, so I'll wash it tonight.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Atticus wanted to be on, but he got on my nerves, so I threw him outside.
That's great because I don't want to see Atticus.
Oh, I'm assuming that's a pet and not a child.
It's a cat. It's a cat that hates me.
He loves you.
I'll tell this story till I'm dead. I was on FaceTime video messenger on Facebook with Catherine, and we were at her desk, and we were just talking, just having a great conversation. Atticus jumps up on the counter or on the desk and just goes and just flips me over on the ground.
Well, it was on the desk. How rude of it.
He doesn't like the sound of my voice, so he just came up and just flipped the phone over. So.
No, my child's at work.
Is this the first day?
3rd day. He's doing really well. Like he's working 8 hours a day. He looks so handsome when he leaves, and then like he comes home and goes, "Now I gotta run." Like, you poor thing.
My brother does the same thing. My brother started riding his bike a lot. He goes like 8 miles a day, and he'll go to work, and then he'll come back, and he loves riding the bike, but he'll come back and be like, "I gotta go ride my bike now." I'm like, "Do you want to go to dinner?" He's like, "I can't. I have to ride my bike."
That's Nick. He's like, "I have to run first."
Right.
Usually it's like 6 to 8 miles, and I'm like, "Oh, why? Why would
that's
you
disgusting.
Do
That's disgusting and terrifying and painful and a disgrace. So really quick, I know I'm not the host of this show, but I also really want to talk about the news about 50th anniversary of Disney and all of the stuff they announced. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I just want to know
I am so excited. For one, I'm very upset that they're taking away Happily Ever After because I think it's the greatest show of all time. But it is being replaced by probably one of the greatest shows of all time, as well as Harmonious is coming out on October 1st. I actually have
Harmonious.
Harmonious is the new show for Epcot.
Okay.
It's the new it's apparently like the greatest show that's ever hit Disney ever. And then the 50th anniversary fireworks show is hitting Magic Kingdom. And it's replacing Happily Ever After.
Oh, okay.
And then there's going to be something going on at Animal Kingdom. And then I don't know what's happening. Is there anything happening in Hollywood Studios?
Originally in the concept art where there was, but they didn't announce anything.
I'm going to go take a potty break before we go on. Yes.
Does Kat not know we're already on?
I don't think she knows
I
where
have
we're
no idea.
on.
No, but now I do.
Kat, we've been live.
Okay.
Go potty, go potty.
I'm going to go take a potty break.
Okay.
Okay, bye. So
We love Kat.
I am excited about all of it, but mainly because I'll be working there, and if I can get Magic Kingdom, if I can work at Magic Kingdom or Epcot, then I'll be able to listen and watch those shows every single night, which will be cool. But I also have reservations for October 1st. I was able to sneak in a reservation for October 1st for Epcot for me, my mom, and my dad, or me, my mom, and my brother. So if I have to work, they'll still have reservations so they can go. But I told my mom was like, I want to do Magic Kingdom. I was like, park hop. I was like, you have reservations to Hollywood or to Epcot. Just park hop over to Magic Kingdom after 2 o'clock and go watch the fireworks show then.
Yeah, I have reservations for Hollywood Studios on the 1st because the reason I didn't do Epcot is because it doesn't open until 11 and I want to be there early enough. Plus, I want to ride the Rise of Resistance. So I did Hollywood Studios and I'm planning to park hop to one of the other two, either Epcot or Magic Kingdom.
Well, I thought it'd be cool to go to Epcot, ride Ratatouille or Remy's Ratatouille, whatever, and then do it all over there. I kind of want to watch the Harmonious more than the Magic Kingdom show, to be honest. I just think I think it's going to be more of an up close, more of a, not interactive, but you're right on the fireworks. So it's if you can find a place right by the bench or right by the lake, you can get right up on the fireworks. But also the Magic Kingdom one is going to be there's going to be the projections all up and down Main Street. So I feel anywhere in the park on Main Street at the moment, you're going to be seeing people or seeing projections and stuff. So
yeah.
Now, are they going to have any parades? I hadn't really read up too much
It's
on
going to
what's
be the
going on.
cavalcade. It's going to be the cavalcade still.
Okay.
I think they're going to continue with cavalcades at least for another year or so. They're much more popular than the parades anyway.
They are.
I really miss having the interaction with all the characters, and I get it, but I'm just wondering, could they bring back any of the ones in the costumes and do more?
We don't know what. I think as more things continue opening up and more things start dropping, what? Okay, I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get meet and greets eventually, and it will probably happen during the 50th, but I can't see it happening before October. There, I enunciated.
I think I personally want them to bring back the Festival of Fantasy. I prefer Festival of Fantasy over the cavalcades. I think the cavalcades are too repetitive. So I'd rather have or then do both. So do cavalcades before and after, but have cavalcades of non-parade characters and then have the parade, because personally that parade is so popular. For me, I love that parade. I will stop what I'm doing to go watch that parade just because it has my favorite characters in it and I know the music and I love the music. It makes me happy. Whereas the cavalcades are just kind of plus they do the happy, whatever it's called, the dance it, bounce it, whatever parade.
Yeah.
They do that before during the day anyways, and they do the Mickey one. They did those even before they got rid of the parade. So they still had those. So those I think they could bring back the parade, but I have a friend that I'm moving in with, and she was like, the amount of people that it takes to run and the amount of people it takes to do parades and all the entertainment, there's no room for the cast at the moment. And I was wondering, I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying it's not going to come back? And she's like, well, there's no room for them to social distance backstage.
Yes, quirky mom. I have the same question. Does anybody know the answer to this? Because I am ready to buy one.
We have not heard. What they are continuing to do right now is that if you've had a pass in the past, whether you have renewed it or not, if you had chosen not to renew it, or last year if you decided to sell it back, you can pick it back up. I know that if you had a toddler that turned 3 and now must have a ticket and the rest of your family has annual passes, it's a 50-50 shot, depending on what cast member you get, that they're selling you an annual pass for that child. But they have not said when to be a pass holder, for a brand new pass holder will be released.
There was a contract that was talked about, or some benefits or something that was talked about, that went in regards to, like, they announced something, but the only way you could do it was if you were a pass holder. And they announced that it was going to be August something, like August 15th or something. So there's been rumors that they're going to open up on August 15th, which is like a week after Silver and Below can come back as guests. So, like, Silver is currently blacked out June and July. We come back, like, August 8th or 10th or something. So, like, August 15th is the date or something like that. They were talking about that they might go on sale. But for me personally, if they don't do it in August, they're definitely going to be doing it before October, because they want to make as much money as they can on the 50th anniversary. And that means they want to have as many people in that park as possible. So, I personally think, I definitely think it's going to be before October, because they want people to have their passes, like, ready and done before October.
Yeah. Well, I'm going in November, February, and May right now. And if I get an annual pass, I'll go more. I'm literally working summer school just to buy a pass. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to work. And he was like, why? I was like, because I want to go to Disney. Not.
We are actually going to be Universal pass holders when we go in December. One of the things that I like about that is that we can add it to our package and have it all paid off by the time we get there. The birthday boy left.
Bye now.
Josh.
Yeah, Christy is I mean, I know that you go down about once a year. Would you consider getting an annual pass, or would it not be, like, worth it to have it?
Well, I'm an annual pass holder at Universal.
Okay.
And that one is worth it, because if, say, you want to spend 2 days at Universal with park to park passes, that is how much an annual pass costs.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not as much as Disney's.
No, it's like 3. So there's like 4 tiers, and I don't have the top tier. I have the one directly under it. And it's like $330, $338, something like that for an annual pass. And then you get free parking. You get 10% off food and merchandise, not just in the parks, but also at City Walk. Okay. And it's worth it. If you're going to spend 2 days in 1 year, 2 days at the park, it's worth to go ahead and get the annual pass.
Yep. I just can't talk today. If you go past 5 days to Universal, they automatically bump you to an unlimited ticket, and it's $397, I want to say off the top of my head. And the annual pass for the one that Christy is talking about and the one that we're getting is actually $350-ish. So you're actually saving money by getting the annual pass.
Man, maybe I should get both.
Now, if you go up to the higher tiered one, you get one free
Halloween Horror Nights
HHN ticket, and I think you get 20 or 25% off of stuff instead of 10.
I can't do Halloween nights.
Oh, and you get after 4 p.m. you get free their version of Fast Pass.
Oh, okay.
But it's not unlimited. It's one time per ride.
Yeah.
It's crazy how more expensive
Disney is
Universal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand you could double the parks. Like, you get like 2 more parks with Disney, but that's crazy.
The resorts are more expensive too.
Disney is versus Universal?
Disney's resorts are way more expensive, and I'm telling you, the value, they have 4 levels at Universal. It's value, value plus, premier and premium, or something like that.
Moderate and premier.
Moderate and premier. And the value resort is better than the moderate resorts over at Disney.
Oh, really?
Yes.
$78 a night minimum for off-season.
See, I guess I'm so locked into like if I'm in Orlando, I have to go to Disney. That I've never tried anything else. I guess I'm scared to like branch out. But I love Harry Potter. Like
even if you went just to experience the Harry Potter stuff, you could literally spend 4 days, 2 days per park, just in the Harry Potter section, and you won't see it all. You won't see all the details. You won't see it all. And you'll definitely want the park-to-park ticket because that way you can ride the train.
And the train is different going in both directions. Like the show that they play in the train is different.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I recommend bringing a fan for in the afternoons and some nose plugs because it can get a little smelly on the train.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like a stinky bus.
Yes.
Like
a middle school.
That's what I was thinking. I was like a middle school bus.
Middle school boys' locker room is what it smells like in the afternoon.
Totally
they don't
used
have
to that.
Vents?
Very little. But it's like a metal train. It kind of condenses the heat inside.
Yeah, and it's they also have cameras, not that anyone cares, in each car. So they'll tell you, they're like, there's a camera watching, so don't do anything.
Yeah.
What would you do? Okay, apparently I'm a good girl because I'm like, what would you do with the cart? So I just bought because Amazon Prime and I were very good friends the last 2 days because it was Prime Day. So I bought one of those neck things, but they look like it's more condensed, so it doesn't look like fans. It just looks like I'm like from outer space or something, but it's pink. So I'm gonna take those to the park. I'm so excited.
About those.
Dad,
first time
Dad, go ahead, Josh.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
You.
Oh no, I was just saying the first time I ever saw those fans was the one you wrap on your neck, and they have 2 fans here that like blow up on your face. Was what Karen's USA Venture had them when she first started going to the parks.
Yeah,
she like swears by them because they're just so nice to have. Like because like you're just even if it's blowing hot air, it's blowing air in your face, which is giving you some kind of.
No, I've used them in the parks. They're fantastic, and it's because of Karen. I saw her wearing them, and I was like, "Where did you get them?"
Dad Got Park says, I'm just not a Universal fan. I have not had great customer service experience with Universal. It's just not Disney. I think that can happen at either park because I've had bad customer service at Disney. I've had bad customer service at Universal. I had a team member at Universal tell me I was fat and needed to lose weight because I didn't fit on a ride. But I'm not going to judge a whole park by one bad team member. That would be wrong.
I will.
And I've I had bad customer service at Disney. I got told that my dietary issue was not that cast member's problem at a restaurant.
Oh no! See, now that's a fireable offense because
Both of them
they
are.
take that. Oh yeah, I mean, because I know that Disney takes that very seriously.
I will say, in terms of the parks, Disney is a cleaner park.
For sure.
But in terms of the resorts, from what I've experienced and seen, Universal has the cleaner, nicer resorts.
So I can only speak for Disney versus SeaWorld. And I know SeaWorld's like the lowest tier of parks in Orlando. But the sheer difference between A, customer service, B, the associate or cast member truly going above and beyond to help get things fixed and done. And the number one thing that I noticed with Disney versus SeaWorld, because I haven't gone to Universal since I was like in 5th grade, is that when paint chips, if a table is broken, if a chair is chipped or snapped or broken, or something in that matter, like maintenance needs to happen to keep the park worth the value that you're paying. SeaWorld doesn't care as much as Disney. So like when we were eating at a restaurant, we were at a table and the wall that we were sitting next to in our table, the paint was chipped, there was dust, the windows weren't clean, and things like that. And those are things that can be easily fixed with just a little bit of paint or some Windex or whatever. And that's something that Disney would have noticed and been like, we need to get that done ASAP. We want to make sure this is still magical for guests. Whereas SeaWorld's like, we don't really care. We're not going to worry about fixing that because we're not as expensive as these other places. So in regards to that, and also in regards to the amount of cast, let's say Magic Kingdom versus SeaWorld Park, you're probably thinking like 5 or 10 to 1 with just the associates. Like there's 10 cast members to every one associate at SeaWorld. So like you could probably walk from one side of the park to the other side of the park and never see a person. Whereas Disney, you walk through and you're going to see people constantly walking around, picking up trash, looking for things to do, and all that kind of stuff. Whereas SeaWorld, you only see people at their post. So that was kind of weird. That was kind of something that I didn't really care for when I was at SeaWorld.
The quirky coffee mom says the wait time for Hogwarts Express is crazy. It's easier to walk over. Sadly, you missed the show, but personally, I can't wait 60 minutes to go to the next park. Now, here's the thing. If you book a ticket and if you stay on property or you book your ticket through a travel agent, myself, Christy from Christy's Corner over here, you get early park admission. You can go to whichever theme park has early park admission, go straight into Harry Potter, and you'll get about an hour in that park of Harry Potter area. Then jump on the train and pop over right when the other park opens, and then you won't have to worry about the wait to get on the train.
Seems like a lot of work.
It's the train is definitely worth it to ride it. If you've never ridden it, I definitely recommend it riding it once. Once you've ridden it, you've kind of ridden it. You don't have to again. But the experience, and like Christy said, the show is different both ways. So you definitely want to ride it both ways. So just a quick tip.
That's like the train that takes you back to the Rafiki's Planet Watch.
That's what I was just thinking about.
The train that takes you back there is very like, once you ride it, you're good.
Mm-hmm. So for a little bit,
and the train that, or the safari can be different for me. I like the safari, but the safari is just like you're looking at him. Am I lagging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I thought so. Hold on.
So while he's trying to fix his connection, the train, the Hogwarts train, to give you a little detail on it, when you go in, you're in like an area that looks exactly like the train when they rode it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And then
cool.
when the door is shut, you have a screen that's a window on one side, and then you have the doors, but you have stuff on both. Like there's a little video on the screen that's the window, and then the doors that shut inside the thing has stuff on it too. So you're not just looking at one side. You can look back and forth, or if you ride it 4 times, because twice in one direction, twice in the other direction, you can focus your attention on one and then focus your attention on the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And the trolley, like they have in the movies, doesn't go on the train because it's such a short ride. But as you're walking through the queue, they do have an area where you can buy drinks like butterbeer and pumpkin juice and things like that, and the snacks as you walk by. So you can get that for your ride on the train.
The other thing they have is, you know how like you know how they go into the wall in 9 3/4. If you stand like you're coming up to it and you see like a random mirror sitting off, and you're like, well, what's that? If you look at the mirror, anyone walking like a little bit of ways ahead of you, it looks like they're disappearing into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
And if you want to picture that it looks like they're going through the wall, there's kind of a marked space that you can go, and you can stop and wait for them to go through the wall, and people behind you, or if they understand what you're doing, then it won't take but 30 seconds, and nobody gets upset about it. And if somebody goes, what are you doing? Oh, I'm waiting for them to go do the through the wall picture. And people go, oh, okay, that's cool.
Excuse me. My husband just asked me what size shirt I'm wearing for tie-dye. And I can't read it.
Trying to take off her head on our live stream.
Wait, what does that say?
Make her big.
Hold on.
Does that say large or extra large? Extra. Okay.
Extra large.
he was like, quick, what size do you want in t-shirt? I'm making tie-dyes tonight. And I'm like, I don't know.
I will put in my request.
There we go. Extra large. There we go. We're good. So I would sorry, my glasses popped up. So I wanted to talk about DSA passes. Am I saying that right, Lena?
GAS passes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I did not know about these.
Oh, okay.
I was so excited because so you will know I have a bleeding disorder, and mine is like a little odd because it's not like, it's not the mild one. It's the more moderate to severe one, I like to call it. So when I'm standing for long periods of time, this is so gross, but I can get swollen joints and blood can pool into those joints.
Okay.
So it really helped on not having to stand in the lines. Mm-hmm. I can go and I can rest, or like I can go to another ride that doesn't have wait time, and then come back. My husband was very, very skeptical. He was just like, you're fine. But then he realized how hot it gets and how long the waits were. And he was like, yeah, no, you would have died. Like after 20 minutes. I know, Josh, you've used it with other people. Have you ever used it on your own?
No, but the sheer fact that you can wait in line for a ride while you're riding another line or riding another ride is the most amazing part about it. I don't have any disabilities or anything that would count as a disability, so I don't feel like I need it. It sucks waiting in line, yes, but like at the same time, there's actual people out there that have difficulties staying in line, just being in line for long periods of time. Yeah. So, not having disability, I should not be taking advantage of the system and doing something that I'm not supposed to do.
I saw a lot of college kids,
right,
who had this pass, and maybe, I mean, I know anxiety goes along with that, right. But I felt like some people were taking advantage of it, and but you don't know because you can't just look at a person and be like, oh, you don't need that.
But the reason why is because Disney doesn't require any proof.
Yeah.
Right.
Disney, you can't technically ask somebody if
I gave proof. I was like,
but I will tell you, this is what I'll tell you. We went to, it was me and my dad went to Magic Kingdom to sign up for the handicap disability accessibility comic time thing. And he was the guy, was very rude to me. I was like, you're being very aggressive for no reason whatsoever. Like, you're talking to me like basically a new policy went into place for this DSA, and you are qualified now for like 60 days, so you don't have to come back every single time you go to a park, which before you did, especially if you had newer people to add to your DSA thing. But he was like, so you don't need to do this anymore. You're good. You don't need to come to us anymore. If you're still good to go. And I was like, okay, I did not know that. You're telling me something I didn't know. You're making me feel like I'm stupid because I didn't know something. And then I was like, he's like, you're good to go. You're good to go do your first one at the whatever ride you want. And I was like, well, every time we come here, they sign us up for our first one here. So can I please sign up for one? He's like, well, starting the other day, we're not supposed to do that anymore. I was like, well, guess what? We don't know those rules. So can you please sign us up for one and let me move on? Because you're getting really aggressive and it's really annoying.
And like, it doesn't take them any time at all. It's very easy. It's just like, and they don't have to, but if they do it, it just makes your experience better.
But it's like, instead of arguing with the guest, just do it.
I had the DAS pass on our trip in 19. If you didn't know, if you weren't around during that point, I was sitting in Epcot on kind of a pillar thing outside of Twinings in the UK, and a lady came barreling through at a dead run with her stroller and rammed into my knee. And by the end of the night, my knee was this big around. I'm pretty sure she fractured my kneecap. And we got up to I was in tears we finally got up to in Epcot where the stroller and wheelchairs were. I was crying. And the cast member looked at me and goes, what's wrong? And I went, my knee. And she looked at it and she goes, what happened to you? And I told her, and she goes, and at that point I probably should have. She's like, do you want to file a report? And I'm like, no, but you can probably find her on the cameras because she hit me and took off in another direction running. But they comped my wheelchair for the rest of the trip because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk in a couple days. And it was like right in the middle of our trip. And the next day we went to go do a ride and my knee was still massively swollen. And the lady's like, why are you getting in line? Why don't you have a disability pass? And I go, because I'm in a wheelchair and you can't get a disability, the access pass with the wheelchair. And she goes, how well can you walk? And I go, not well. She's like, that's the thing. If you can't walk well transferring, then you still need to get the disability access pass. Yeah. Because that way you can take your chair all the way through.
Why don't they let people with a wheelchair get handicapped come back?
Because all the lines are ADA accessible, and if they're not, there is a back entrance that you can take.
That's what the guy said too. He's like, you don't need handicap accessibility if you can transfer, because you can ride the scooter through all of the things now. He tried to refuse my dad the handicap comeback time accessibility because the scooter can be driven.
Yeah, but that's
another thing to note is if you are handicapped and you have a handicap placard in your vehicle, you do not have to pay for parking at the theme parks. You show them your placard and they will direct you to a handicap parking and you don't have to pay for it.
I mean, I'm annual pass, so I don't have to pay for it anyway, so it doesn't really bother us, but It's good information.
No, hi Magical Pops.
Hi. Thank you.
No, it definitely saved me a lot of pain because like before I knew about it, actually the last 3 trips I've used it, but not on my own because I've gone with other people, and so like I've been on theirs. It's definitely saved me hours of pain, and I was able to enjoy the parks more, which is always great. But I totally lost my train of thought, and then I thought about a train, and then I don't know where.
It's okay.
Yeah. So the guy was basically saying to my dad and I, are you able to wait in line? Talking to me, and I was like, yes, I'm good. And he's like, so your dad's gonna be on a scooter the whole time and he can transfer when he gets in line? I was like, yes, he can. He's like, then you don't need handicap accessibility because you can just wait in line. So he's like, you don't need to sign up for it. I don't need to sign you up anymore. That's the new policy, is that if you are on a scooter and the scooter can fit the lines, then you're good to go and you don't need it. And I was like, what?
That's technically true.
I was like, I understand you're trying to cut down the amount of people who are doing it, but at the same time, it's like my dad sitting on the scooter for long periods of time hurts his body still. So the being able to just quickly go through the line or the fast pass line to get to the ride vehicle for him is better than having to wait 60, 70, 80 minutes in line. So it's, I just don't like, I mean, the whole point also is like, we have a friend, me and Kat have a friend who went through a lot of medical stuff right now. And if she's in handicap accessibility and she's able to wait in line, or she's in a scooter or a wheelchair, she has things that are going on bathroom related that she can't be in a line for 60, 70, 80 minutes. So even if you can't technically stand in line, there's things medically that still require you to have accessibility. So it's just, I think it's Disney just trying to cut down on the amount of people that are taking advantage of the whole situation. I personally think that if, I understand you can't ask somebody if they're medically handicapped, but I don't think you should be able to rent a scooter or rent a scooter or ECV unless you can require proof that you actually are handicapped and you can't walk for long periods of time. Yeah. Because, I mean, there's people that come here and they literally save extra money every single trip just to ride a scooter. Because my dad, we park hopped one time from, I think it was Epcot to Magic Kingdom or vice versa, whichever one it was. And because so many people use scooters that don't need them, technically, my dad, we parked hop over to the other park and they were out of ECVs.
Oh.
This is what my knee looked like.
Oh my gosh.
Is it swollen?
That
purple. Josh just like,
that was my knee.
Gross.
That was the main reason. The lady was looking at my knee going, you can't walk.
Yeah, no. I broke the top of my foot coming off of Pirates of the Caribbean because the movie thingy.
Yeah, the moving walkway.
It wasn't moving. And I guess because I had walked like a lot and I just snapped it. You could hear it snap. And my husband's like, what just happened? And I'm like, I think I broke my foot. And this was 5 years ago. I walked on it the rest of the time because I'm an idiot. But even to this day, if I walk too long, it hurts. No. But I'm not allowed to have a scooter because Bob, my husband,
he's correct.
he said I will run over small children and people, and that I will probably run into walls, and I can't have one.
I will make you. I know what I'll do, Kat. I'll create you and craft you a little license for an EDC. That way you can go, look, I can have one.
Even Josh wouldn't want me.
Kat will use children as speed bumps.
She will not.
Sorry. I wouldn't do it on purpose.
The child will be in the back
practice
going,
at the grocery store.
Oh, my ribs.
Get one of the carts at Walmart or Target or the grocery store and practice.
I have, and I ran into, was it cucumbers or something? And they all fell. And my husband was like, "You're cut off."
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Kat,
She's not
you
even
need to
drunk.
just, like, record your daily life because it's stupid.
And the craziest things happen to me.
Oh man.
I'm special.
But yeah.
But hey, I'm getting a new tie-dye t-shirt, so I'm excited.
Beware of people with strollers at Epcot. Your knee.
Yes.
That was what happened to my knee.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have people I know a couple times I've gotten hit like in the back of the shoe and your shoe comes off and you're like, why are you that close to me?
Oh, the last couple months of Disney with COVID, like slacking and like Disney going like, whatever, do what you want now. People are on your butt in lines and it's disgusting. And I've come used to people being 6 feet away from me. And now I'm just like, can you back up?
That's when you go, I'm feeling an urge to fart.
Or you don't tell them.
Christy's face.
You don't tell them you're gonna fart. You just do it.
No, not
Crop
cool. Not cool.
does the crap out
Nope.
of them.
So I have a question. What will it in November? Will Food and Wine be at Epcot?
Yes, it starts in July.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a full blown festival.
I'm so excited. So, Christy, are you going in November?
No, I'm going September, the end of September through the beginning of October.
Lena, are you going in November?
I'm going a week and a half before Christy in September, and then I'm doing a week at Universal before our cruise in December.
Oh, wow. And Josh, you're going to be there with me.
He's just going to be there. This guy right here is going to be
there.
cast. This guy.
Yay! Happy birthday, boy!
The birthday boy is a cast member.
I will be there.
So if anybody is going in November, I know there's a big group going and they want to hang out, let me know. I will be there.
I'll be there. Obviously, and when I find out where I'm going to be.
Are we on a train?
Por favor, Montego.
I literally was like, please close the doors.
What is happening?
So I'll be there for sure. And when I find out where I'll be, then I'll let everybody know and y'all can come see me. Or if my days off of that week fall in line with any of y'all being there, just shoot me a message on Instagram and I can come to whatever park you're at and I can come say hey and hang out and all that stuff. So
well,
we can all go to Cast Connections.
Yay! Oh, I got excited.
No,
we won't have to go to the Character Warehouse and wait 2 hours. We can just go straight to Cast Connections and walk right in.
No, Kat, we get 6 days of personal time per school year, and between my trip in September and when I'm going to take off a couple days before Christmas break because fluff days, I'm pretty much using all of my 6 days.
Wait, you get 6 personal days?
6 personal days and 1 week of
I get 3.
6 personal days and a week of sick pay plus extra for weather related closing.
Now we do get more sick days. We get a sick day basically every week. So it depends on hours. Hey!
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. So like if I work a full week, I will get a sick day. So we do end up getting a lot of sick days. How are you, Miss Nicole?
Park's got a question, but I'm waiting for it to pop up in StreamYard so I can click on it. We at the beginning of the year, they give us all of our time off and our sick pay all at once. at the beginning of this. And then anything we don't use, like I didn't know. I thought like our personal time rolled over to personal time, sick pay to sick pay, that kind of thing. But anything that we didn't use personal time, which I apparently left 14 hours on the table, go me, to go figure, rolls over into sick pay for the next year. But we can take mental health days with our sick pay.
What is Dad Got Parks talking about?
Have they jacked up the prices at Cast Connection too? The Character Warehouse prices have gone up, and the waits are not bad anymore. Yeah, I've been watching several of his Character Warehouse videos, and the prices are like they're going up. Like,
but like, how much is up? Like, is a pen still around like $6.99, $7.99, or is it like almost regular price? I've
seen a couple, like even at the outlets, because we have an outlet in Oklahoma City, which is about 3 hours from us. One week we went in and they had Bippity Boppity boutique purses for $6.99, and we went back a couple weeks later, and the same purses were $12.99. They had just put a new sticker over it.
Oh, sneaky!
Well, now I'm very curious. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. I'm hanging out here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over
15. What?
I'm guessing those are LE pins.
Oh, they did jack up the Spirit jerseys.
I wonder why they're doing that.
Because they know they can make money on it. People will take Ubers and Lyfts and whatnot to the outlets, and they figure they can get more money that way.
I mean, they're still cheaper than going to the park and buying it for $70.
Yeah,
which is still a discount. But we're doing this now. I'm probably gonna go over to my grandmother's house in a little bit to see her. Then I don't know what we're doing for lunchish time. I need to go to JCPenney's to get some shirts later today. And then I have dinner with all of my friends and family, extended family, and everybody tonight at a Mexican restaurant. And it's going to be really yummy. I'm very excited. It's my birthday party and my going away party. So
I wanted to come, but air tickets are really, really crazy.
Yeah. The ink and paint hoodie that was $19.99. Wow. The word is they're out of merch. Outlet gear is showing up at the parks again. Oh.
I did hear that a lot of outlets are closing. If they haven't already. That's kind of sad.
What I have heard is that they don't want to order new merch before they start introducing all the 50th merch. So they're just recycling stuff that they've already got.
That makes sense. I mean, oh, Nicole doesn't know. Nicole. I am moving to Orlando on July 10th because I am a cast member. I am moving to Orlando to work for Disney. I start my orientation or traditions, if you will, is July 14th. So I'm moving down. Hello?
Josh,
you froze, bud.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes. Sort of.
Hello?
Oh my God. You're frozen.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, Josh.
It's a combo of them out of merch, and they are trying to combat resellers, which people are complaining about.
Yeah, but that makes it worse on us because it screws with us two ways. Okay.
It messes with our brain.
Yeah, it does.
Most resellers don't really resell. Most of the people that are buying the products to resell them, they're doing it in subscription boxes.
Yeah.
The reselling doesn't actually happen until you can no longer find the product and people can mark it way, way up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's exactly true. I was going to say, but Josh left. My husband is more excited about Josh becoming a cast member than I think anybody else. He's like, Josh, you have to tell me all about it. I mean, like, he's so like, it's his dream to become a cast member someday. So he's like, he's so excited for it. Josh, I was just saying that Bob is like so excited about you becoming a cast member.
Thank you. I'm excited. Very, very happy. Very, very nervous, but also very, very excited for the whole experience. I am 2.5 hours away, so I really did not feel like it was very smart of me to drive 2.5 hours every single day to work. So the only option, and Orlando is something that I've dreamt of being in. So, or being like living there. So, that was another reason why I got rid of my channel, was because I did not have the accessibility to get down to Orlando whenever I wanted to record videos of like park things and festivals and new things that are happening. So with being in Orlando, I can have access to all those things immediately now. And it's only like a 15-minute drive instead of like a 2.5 hour drive. So it'll be really nice to be able to grab those videos if I decide to go back to YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but that's just something that I wanted to do, was be in the area and be able to just hop on over to the parks whenever I felt like it. Because you miss a lot of things when you're not in the area. When you're not even 2 hours away, you miss a lot of things that are happening in the park. So, and to be in the area and be that close and be a cast member during the 50th anniversary, it's going to be really, really special, I think. Getting a special name tag and name badge and all that stuff. So I have traditions on the 14th. That's orientation and like a day-long thing. I get my location, I get my training schedule, I get my start date, and I get all of that information, and I get my name tag all on the 14th. And then I move officially to Orlando on the 10th. So I'll be down there for like 3 days or 4 days before I actually have to start working for Disney.
So I think what we all want to know, because I know you kind of mentioned something about it last week. Are you going to vlog your experience as a cast member? I know a lot of people do, and they are very, very popular videos.
I agree, and that was a thought that went through my head if I should do that or not, but I'm not going to. I don't want to put anything out there that would risk my job, especially with being brand new. And I know a lot of people do it, and a lot of people are fine. But being that I'm very unlucky in those kind of things, I would be the one person who would get noticed and would be the one person to lose my job immediately from doing all of that. I'm going to post content on TikTok that has to do with like going to the parks and cast stuff. Like if I'm like going to work or something like that, I might post some things like that. But I'm not going to make full-blown vlogs, especially being that I'm brand new to a city. I'm never been on my own before. It's a brand new job. It's during the summer. It's going to be crazy, crazy hectic. And I'm also probably going to be working a lot the first month or so because I'm blacked out as a pass holder. And then I'm also technically blacked out as a cast member because we go off of the reservation system of like 1-day guest reservations. So if those are blacked out, we're not able to get them. So I probably won't be going to the parks that much in the month of July. But in August, I'm going to be, anytime I'm off, anytime I'm not, if I have an early day shift or something like that, I'll be in the parks as much as possible. Watching fireworks again. Thank the Lord. Very, very excited to watch the fireworks all in July. Get as many happily ever after fireworks shows in as possible before it disappears. I'm excited to get like the behind the scenes information and see all of that kind of stuff and get that kind of
get to experience the utilidors. It's always fun.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to do all of that. I'm excited to work if it's possible, to work those and pick up shifts with what I'm going to be doing. Like picking up shifts for Boo Bash and working during the Boo Bash and the parties. And then if they're going to have a Christmas party this year, work the Christmas party. be able to do cast previews of new things, and do the cast connections, which will be cool. Be able to take my family to the parks during all the holidays and stuff, which we never usually get to do because we're usually blacked out. I am probably so I've wanted to make multiple videos of announcing that I'm a cast member on TikTok, but I just don't have a name badge or a uniform or anything fun to go off of. Like even in Traditions, you get the Mickey ears, the hat, and it says Traditions 2021 on the back of it. I don't even have that. So I'm probably going to wait until I get down in Orlando and do something like in the actual park, if I can get into a park. So that's probably what I'll wait to do, just till it's official and I get handed my badge from Mickey Mouse. So, TikTok for me is a really good place. It's a really educational place. I really love TikTok because you learn things you never knew you knew how to do. And I mean, I
just watched cat
I made
videos.
home learned and well, I mean, the thing is though, if it makes you happy, it's something it's positive.
So
I find that
So, like,
TikTok is a lot more of a positive environment than Facebook is.
Facebook is the devil.
Right. Facebook makes me kind of sad anymore. I'm not on it a whole lot. Right now I'm on it more because I'm not a class officer, but somehow I got put in charge of our 15-year class reunion. Go figure. And so I'm on there more coordinating with that, but I spend my time on TikTok. I've got several videos coming up that are titled TikTok Made Me Do It. I've made iced coffee from TikTok. I tried making the TikTok mac and cheese, which AKA does not work well. I would need to modify the recipe. I literally threw out a pan of 2 pounds of macaroni, 2 blocks of cheese, and heavy whipping cream. That probably about $20.
Is this the feta one?
No, it was like it's a block of cheese. And they go, it's a block of cheddar cheese, which I'm pretty sure was Velveeta, not a block of cheddar cheese.
Yeah, probably because
they said 2 pounds of macaroni. I guarantee it was 1. Because if it was 2 pounds of macaroni, it would have needed 8 cups of heavy whipping cream, not 4. And so I dumped $20 in my dumpster the other day. But I videoed it all, and I've got a video coming up of a really wonky looking mac and cheese that went in the trash. Then I grilled steaks.
I just really appreciate TikTok over Instagram and Facebook and YouTube currently. It's a place where you can post your videos, and regardless if you're looking for numbers or you're looking for followers or whatever, you'll get something to make yourself happy. You'll get some type of interaction, which you don't do on YouTube. Instagram, I feel like, is only for influencers and people who want to make money, and it's very hard to grow on Instagram unless you're already huge. And Facebook is just negative. I feel like people on Facebook just post things to cause arguments and cause fights. And I stay off Facebook as much as possible. I use Facebook for a Disney cast member group, and I use Facebook for Marketplace to buy stuff or sell things. That's literally all I use it for, because you can't scroll. Facebook has become a place where all you do is share memes and you share pictures of other people's posts. It's not even a place where people actually put statuses anymore. It grew as a place to interact with family and friends and coworkers. That's what it was created for. It was for social networking. And it's the complete opposite now. It's just literally everybody spewing hate and spewing their government, whatever it's called, political crap and political views, and it's irritating. I don't need to go through and see so much hate. I can watch the news if I want to do that.
No.
So
my Facebook is very old. I have had Facebook since it was attached to my college.
Everybody's Facebook is the same age.
I've had mine since before it went public, and you had to have a a university email to have a TikTok or
Me
not
too.
TikTok, Facebook, because it was only for college students
Yep.
when it
That's when I
originally
got
came
mine.
out.
Weren't you in college in 1943?
Yes, I was. Thank you very much.
Hey, calm down. I'm older
You
than
can't
her.
see what I'm doing off screen.
Older
I'm
than all
older
of
than
you.
her. I'm older than her. I can't point.
I'm older than all of you. Look at the hair.
Okay, we're not going to talk about what Lena's hair looks like when she doesn't color it.
You're right.
Same.
We
Does
should-
it look like this?
Yes, it does.
Well, then you should let it go because you look gorgeous with this.
I actually, kudos to my husband. He colors my hair for me.
So, you know, Bob
So-
used to do it, and I felt bad. No, your hair is gorgeous.
We're going to start picking out gray. Oh my gosh, I started crying in my parents' bathroom, and my dad walks in and goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I go, I have gray hair. And he looked at me and went, "You're crying over this?" I am. And Mom goes, "Richard, don't be so insensitive. Going gray is not easy." And he's like, "Well, at least you're not your cousin Scott who went bald at 16.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I started going gray at 18, and I've died ever since. And then when I turned 40, I'm like, screw it, I'm done. And then this happened.
It looks beautiful.
Thanks.
I went out and told my dad, I was like, thanks a lot. And he's like, for what? And I was like, this.
The beard.
He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I found 3 white hairs today, and they're
Don't
multiplying.
pull them, because if you pull them, it'll come back twice as many as that color.
Mhm.
And then we sat at Sonny's barbecue the other day, and it was me, my brothers, and my father for Father's Day. And all 3 of the sons all had hats on. And my brother goes, can you tell when all 3 of your sons are balding?
My niece, Madeline, she when they were here last, I thought she was just playing. Like, my hair was down. Christy was actually down, and I thought she was just playing with my hair. And I really wasn't paying too much attention. And all of a sudden she goes, "Aunt Lena," and she's got like a handful of hairs out to the side. And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Look." And I go, "What's that?" She goes, "I'm finding all your gray hair for you."
Oh my gosh.
I said, I know exactly which of those presents under that tree have your name on it, and I will incur Grandpa's wrath of touching a present under his tree to remove them. She went, "I'm sorry, I don't see anything. Let I was like, "Oh, you've already blew that one, your girlfriend."
My niece was sitting on me and was messing with my hat, and she went and rubbed her hair through my hair, and she went, "No." She was laughing her head off. All of a sudden, she went. I was like, "What?" She's like, "Your hair is greasy.
Right.
Your hair is
Don't touch my
dirty."
hair.
She's like, "Your hair is dirty." I was like, and
Th-
threw her
th-
across the room.
Now, speaking of TikTok, I have a hippopotamus video, and you guys need to watch it because I legit jumped, y'all. I wanted to film with the hippopotamuses. Why are they at an aquarium? Anyway, but I mean, my TikTok's still okay. I'm not really consistent, but I want the one of me sneezing to go viral because it's hilarious.
It kind of did.
It's kind of funny because I was taping and I sneezed and I'm like, oh, crap.
I think. Hold on. I think I'm at 59 followers on TikTok.
Woo!
Okay, so Lena, I've been meaning to tell you this. So with your TikTok videos,
Yeah.
you need to put hashtags in your description or your caption.
Oh.
You can
Okay.
do
Yes.
you can do as many captions as you can until you run out of character space. But do like for you FYP, for you page, things like that, and
Okay.
it'll get you out more to more people to watch. Because you're already doing well enough, like you're already getting decent views for the amount of followers you have. But if you add those caption or those little hashtags, you'll get even more views
Oh yeah,
and more followers.
those hippos were evil.
Luckily, Kat had me to promote her whenever I was going viral. So I was able to like duet her videos and help her videos and stuff. Like right now I'm like not viral. I'm like barely getting any views. So I was able to duet a couple of her videos, and when her sneezing video got posted, I duetted it and I was just like, what is happening in this video? I'm like, y'all go like this lady's video and go follow her because for the sympathy.
It got me up a little bit. I'm at 176.
Wow. You'll be at 200 before you know it. But when are you posting a video on YouTube?
If you post see, I'm gonna give you Christy's lecture that she gave me
once a week.
If you post something on TikTok, post it on Instagram, post it on YouTube. That way you've got in 3 places at once.
This is true, Christy. Yeah. I appreciate that advice. However, I do upload once a week. I'm very good about that.
You do?
I do. I do. I can prove it to you. I upload once a week.
Let's see dates, please. Let's see dates.
It's not the same day each week.
So
I may do a Monday and then like the end of 7 days.
Her last update was 4 days ago. It was a Disney Rewind popcorn blind box unboxing.
But do y'all know how sneaky Kat is? If you're not close enough like I am with Kat, this is how sneaky Kat is. Kat goes, I post videos once a week. It's not every week, but it's at least once a week. Doesn't matter if it's happening every single week, but as long as it's like once a week, doesn't matter if it's every week, it's happening once a week.
It is. It's within 10 days of each other. So that's a week.
As long as it happens at least once a week, it doesn't matter.
How many days are in a week, Kat?
For me, 10. So like I count the Saturday and Sunday. The week is Saturday and Sunday.
But
so
let's say Kat posts a video today. That's her once a week, but she can post it 3 weeks from now. It's still once in that week.
It was once in that week.
She's good to post it another 3 weeks because it was in that once a week.
Kat, you need to join some of my rules. You need to join some of my craft collabs.
I know. I need you guys. My craft room. I have so many new things I want to work on, and my husband literally did not let me buy any more craft stuff until I used what I had, because he was like, "You have all these great ideas. Do them."
Kat, I'm going to send you on Instagram all of the Instagram thumbnail thingies that I've got for my six collabs I've got going on right now.
Yay.
That way, if you want, you can join up on them. If you
want.
If anyone else in the chat is feeling crafty or cookie or drink making
makeup-y.
See, I don't make up. I suck at it. I need to learn.
Me too.
Oh, I cheat. So she does all these collabs, and I'm like, well, I'll just be my magical makeup with Christy for the week before for the same thing. Record it while I'm live, and then edit it and put it as my collab.
That is not cheating. That is brilliant.
2 of them are her fault.
There you go.
Well, what her friend Lindsay from Welcome to the Simple Life messages her and goes, so is Lena doing a collab for the 4th of July? And does she have a pirate one? And Christy messaged me and goes, you need to do a 4th of July and a pirate collab. I went from running 4 to running, 6. But at least I don't require any money. It's just crafts or cocktails or recipes or makeup looks. You could read a sea shanty for Pirate Day. You could dress up in cosplay. You could throw plastic bowling balls like a cannon at your spouse. Ooh, wait, that sounds fun. Hold on.
I would be like, I'd be like, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Josh Goes to Disney. I'd be like, welcome to Lena's collab. We're doing pirates today. I'd be like, have a great day. Bye.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Hold on. I've got to figure out where I can find plastic bowling balls now.
I'd be like, what is a pirate's favorite letter?
I think I have plastic bowling balls.
You probably
my kids for toddlers.
I have a real bowling ball.
Hold on. I will link my Instagram in the chat.
So I went to Goodwill, and I love Goodwill. I found it's downstairs, so I can't get it. but I found a potter for flowers, and it is in the shape of a toaster, like an old-fashioned toaster. I'm painting eyeballs on that thing, and it's gonna be the brave little toaster.
I love that. I'm putting these in order.
I have all these ideas, but I don't execute them because my brain just doesn't want to.
I'm sending them to you in order of upload date, so I'm having to figure because they're not in order on my folder.
Right, Nicole? I saw this planter, and I'm like, oh. It's like, and it's the size of a toaster. It's so cute, and so I'm gonna put like little like flowers in it, and so excited.
Kat, if you have to do it, and you need to do a collab for the Brave Little Toaster.
Well, I should.
Because you could find tons of craft things to do for the Brave Little Toaster.
That's true, and people do love it, especially like around like our age who like watched it.
You know what you should do? You should do a crossover collab where you take 2 movies or 2 Disney films and do a crossover collab where you pick 2 films and you make 1 craft out of 2 things and do the Brave Little Toaster and do that toaster and paint it Brave theme.
I'm very sad.
Oh, so that makes sense. Oh, I
the
could
Brave
do that.
Little Toaster, get a toaster and paint Merida on one side and then the 3 bears on the other side.
Brave Little Toaster goes to Scotland. The Brave Little Toaster.
I love that idea. I'm not going to do that, but I do love
the Brave Little Toaster.
If you had the chance to toast your bread, would you?
I'm sad.
Why? Your diabetic coma drink is gone?
My coffee cup, my coffee cup's empty. It wasn't a diabetic coma cup.
Girl, it was like every type of flavored syrup you can think of into a cup of coffee.
It has some.
I think I might do that. I think I am going to do a collab now.
Collab.
I just got to think of a date.
Change your fate. Change your fate. Change your fate.
It'll make her upload. It'll make her upload. It'll make her upload.
Okay, main swaps.
I still remember the quarantine craft collab that you put together. We had 50-some channels that did it.
Yep, that took forever to watch.
That did take forever to watch. But we weren't doing anything anyway.
I don't even know that I finished watching all of them.
It was fun though.
Okay, now I'm questioning myself. I may have to go back and find that and go through and go, okay, that I've liked. That I liked. Oh, I missed that one.
I haven't watched a Disney YouTuber in I don't know how long. Is that bad?
No.
I will say it is hard to keep up with watching your friends' videos when you're trying to do your own.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get, like me, get sucked into watching TikToks. And I literally have to tell myself, okay, you can watch 2 more TikToks. That doesn't mean you scroll through and find 2 TikToks you want to watch. You watch the next 2 TikToks and you put your phone down and go to bed.
I do that too, but I'm like, I don't want to watch this one. Oh, there's one.
Yeah, otherwise I do that. I literally set up in bed and I say, Lena, you may watch the next 2 TikToks and then you will go to bed. And Sam woke up and went, who are you talking to? Myself? Why? It's 11:30 and I'm still on TikTok. He took my phone. He's like, go to bed. I'm like, I have to plug it in. He's like, fine, go to bed.
According to this, and it's not working for some reason, I do put out a video once a week. I'm very proud of myself. But it's not working, so I can't prove it to you.
Kat, starting the beginning of August, I'm going from a 2-day upload to everyday upload. Just because otherwise all my videos from my upcoming trips aren't going to get up.
Are we going to start the conversation again? Catherine, when she goes on her cruise this year, she's recording 87 videos.
That's awesome.
Don't lie to her.
That's ambitious, but heck, I mean, if you can do it, because that's.
I was just like, I would die.
So I've been doing. I've been doing.
Coffee Mom has a job I want. A photographer and an old time photo studio. That sounds so fun.
Yeah,
I love doing that.
He works at the Old Town in Orlando.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say we're 6 hours from Branson, and there's like an old time photo studio on every corner in Branson.
I accidentally went to Old Town. Like, I don't know how we ended up there, and it's the coolest place ever. I was like, this place is cool.
But yes, and surprise alert, we're not going to Branson over the 4th. Carnival sent out an email to travel agents that we could go on super cheap cruise. And so we're going to go for a week to the Caribbean for $665 in August, right before school starts.
What?
Yep.
+1.
I already have a +1. And he sleeps in the bed beside me because it's totally Peaches. She's coming with me.
I've never been on a cruise. I don't know. I don't do well with a lot of movement. Like,
Don't feel it.
I'm very nervous. We haven't gone on a cruise before. Our first one was going to be on the Mardi Gras in December. But when this came out, we're actually spending less to go there, including gas and a night stay before, than we were going to spend for 4 days in Branson.
Oh, wow.
Because if you figure food, lodging, gas, and then if you're going to do anything, you've got shows and dinner shows and golf, mini golf, and photos and all that. It was going to be about $1,500. It's going to be less than $1,000 to go on our cruise. And that's even with me deciding I need to get a dress and I need more shorts and I need another tank and I need this and I need that. And
so that's a good question. When you guys pack, do you try to pack to like match and look cute and take pictures? Because I do. I know Josh does.
Yeah, I plan to take kind of some like plain, like during the day runaround tank. I call them runaround tanks. They're just like a ribbed tank you get at Walmart for $4. And I can wear the 2X because they're stretchy enough from the regular women's department. It makes me feel good. And I'll just wear those around, or I'll be in a swimsuit. And yes, I'm going to put myself in a swimsuit and I'm going to be happy with myself. So
I look cute in a swimsuit.
I don't. I'm going to go with it anyway. And then in the evening, like I'll have dressier tanks. Like this one is kind of all floral and flowy.
Cute.
I've got some other, I call them pirate tops. They're kind of you've probably seen them in a video. It's like a squared off black.
Yeah.
Shirt. And I've got a pink one, that same style. I've got the black one that's got kind of the tied shoulders. I've got a couple cold shoulder tops that I can use for evening. So I've got pretty much everything. I just wanted a couple new pairs of shorts, and I need a dress for formal night.
I in the parks, I pretty much only wear dresses or skirts, and people always stare at me weirdly because like it doesn't look comfortable. It is the most comfortable thing in the world. Like I will not wear anything else but dresses and skirts.
Do you wear shorts under them?
I do. I wear bikers. I call them my sucker inners because they suck everything in. But they're bicycle shorts.
So I'm wearing when I go in the end of September to October, I'm wearing a Small World themed dress because me and Crystal from For Love the Mouse are bounding together.
Oh.
And I was wondering how it was going to go even with shorts under it. So
I find it the most comfortable. It's like you get that kind of like air kind of fills in there and then like it cools you down a little bit. And it's just I think dresses are just so cute in pictures. So yeah, you'll have a blast.
Everett's Disney. I posted Josh's YouTube and Instagram in the chat, but he's mainly on TikTok, and I did put that in the description of the channel, so you can check him out there. But he's not as active there as he is on his TikTok.
If you need to communicate with me, it's Instagram.
Yeah,
because I'm on Instagram more for communication and talking with people. I'm off of YouTube for a while. I would still love for you to subscribe and watch the videos. I have I think it's like almost 300 videos if you want to watch there. And then I do have a TikTok too, as like Lena was.
Bye, Josh.
Bye, Josh. I got a notification this morning that I uploaded my 800th video. I uploaded my 800th video yesterday. And I mean, I think that's the 800th that's went live. And I've got like tons that are scheduled. I'm very scared.
You are so close to 1,000.
I'm at 927 subscribers. I think.
Yes, you guys, you got to get her up to 1,000.
Because here's the thing, I am paying for international coverage for this cruise so I can live stream with you guys from the ship. I would love to be able to do that through YouTube. So I can't do that until I get 1,000.
Yeah.
So I need to get going.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us what is going on for you other than what we know about?
I turned 30 today.
Yay!
So today's my birthday. I very excited. I am just spending the last couple weeks cleaning up my life, getting everything like organized and prepared, and throwing away stuff and getting rid of everything that I've accumulated over the last like 2 years of Disney YouTuber. And then that's basically it. I moved down to Orlando on the 10th. I start Disney orientation on the 14th. Probably like a couple of days later, I'll start my training of Disney. So that's basically it.
Okay.
I don't really have anything planned. Not YouTube. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for having me on, Lena. I appreciate it. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with everybody.
Of course. You know that you are always welcome on Wednesday mornings.
Thanks. Thanks to everybody who was here and chatting and wishing me happy birthday, and anybody who came in to say hi and to support. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Lena, again, Christy and Kat for coming on and being here this morning too. So it's a lot of fun. I want to do either a Wednesday, either something like maybe a castle chat or something when I start working and I'm like actual park working and I'm like settled and stuff and like can have some fun conversation about being a cast member and stuff. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, you're welcome any week. Just let me know and we will, or let Christy know and we will make sure that you get scheduled in, dude.
So, but yeah, I got to go because I got to get, my grandmother just called me trying to say happy birthday and I had to ignore her. So,
dude, go call your
Don't
grandma.
ignore your grandma.
That's why I disappeared.
All right, we'll talk to you later, Josh.
Bye, Josh. Happy birthday.
Bye.
Love you all.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Love you.
Happy birthday.
All right,
And so
this
happy
off.
for him.
It's bothering my head.
Yes, you can take it off.
Oh, I'll leave it like
Now
that.
you look like a unicorn.
I'm so excited for him to be in Orlando and starting this new chapter. It's gonna be so exciting. I can't wait for him to like spread his little wings and be a beautiful butterfly. Like Heimlich.
Pat, you crack me up. Just saying.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna try to go down and visit him when if I get my annual pass, I'll go down and go visit him.
That is hilarious.
But so airfare, let's talk about that for a second because it's just insane.
Okay.
Is there? I mean, with you guys doing travel agents stuff, like, is there going to be any relief with airfare?
I think it's kind of, and this is just personal opinion. I think that between obviously flights, being cut last year for a while, they're not filling it as much. I think we're going to see higher prices across the board for a while. Definitely, if you don't already have one, Oh, good. Have a great day at work, Quirky Coffee Mom. Thanks so much for stopping in. If you haven't, please consider subscribing if you want to see more crazy content from me. Oh yeah, and I definitely recommend looking into a credit card from who you fly with most, because a lot of them give, like, if you spend X amount in X amount of time, they'll give you X amount of extra bonus points or a free flight or something like that. If it's something that if you use credit cards, or if you know that it's not going to be an issue for you, definitely make sure that you're able to pay it off and whatnot. But I definitely think that the rewards credit cards are going to be kind of your saving grace for a while.
Yeah. Well, which is interesting because in the past 16 months, I've flown 3 times. Well, I mean, like, back and forth, so 6 times, which is a lot, I think. But I don't know. I just I know the other day I was looking for airfare for November, and it was $300 one way, and that was Southwest.
That's not bad. I'm flying in September, and I think now take into account if I'm flying by myself, I am flying business or first, because you kind of get it's a little bit bigger seats. I'm a little bit of a bigger gal. Plus, there's usually only 2 seats, not 3. And the airline staff is a little bit more attentive in those areas, especially being a single woman flying alone.
Yeah.
And it does include up to 2, because we fly Delta. It includes 2 free checked bags both ways. So I always look at, and that's in first class. And so I take business class, add in the luggage fees both ways, and go, okay, so that's how much it's going to be for that one. How much is the first class going to be, because it's included? And typically there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
So I end up flying first.
Yeah. Because I fly a lot of times by myself, I usually am able to get the seat. I'm usually able to get an emergency seat, which I don't mind doing, because if there's an emergency, don't you want me being in charge? I mean, obviously. Anyway, I would I have more room for my feet, and I find it more airy. Like, there's more airspace.
You're talking about like the row that has the emergency exit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if there's an emergency, I wouldn't want me, but you got me.
Well, see, here's the thing. I know that at least on Delta, they actually will come up and say, "Are you comfortable assisting in a situation?"
Yeah, that's what they ask.
And I would have probably said no.
Yeah. I'm great in a crisis only because of my job. And so I'm very like in real life, I'm all over the place. But when I'm in a crisis, I go into this teacher mode, kind of okay, let's do this. So I would be actually really great. I'd also be the last person off the plane because I would want everybody else off. So then I'd be dead. But that's okay. It happens.
You are too funny. I know. Yeah, with Southwest, I know that you get 2 free checked bags. You aren't It's kind of a free for all for seating, and that kind of thing. I've flown Southwest before. When I was in 8th grade, we flew from Kansas City, Kansas to St. Louis. You pretty much went up and back down. Pretty much you're flying Atlanta to Orlando. And so that was actually my first experience flying. But I know everyone has their own preferred airlines, and ours is Delta. And I don't know how the other points and reward systems work for the other airlines, but you could accumulate points that don't expire with Delta, and you can use them to upgrade. Like when I flew last November to Orlando for the Universal Fam thing for the travel agency, I had to pay for my own flight. I was able to book an economy seat and pay 2,000 points and get upgraded to business class.
Yeah.
So it's worth it to be loyal to an airline because there are perks in being loyal to an airline. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I just go around for the cheapest deal. I'm not loyal to any one airline. I have multiple rewards programs, and that's fine too. Everyone's going to do it different.
Yeah. I need to get going because I'm going to go visit my grandmother.
Well, Kat, why don't you tell us what is going on with you and your channel and your kitty TikToks?
So once a month, I've been trying to do a series where I do like a Disney bound, and this month is Jane from Tarzan, and I need to film that because the month's almost over. And I actually do makeup, Christy. I actually do my really cute little makeup on it, and I look adorable. And I think tomorrow I have a video coming out, or the day after, where I open up Loungefly Inside Out pins. And if you guys are new to my channel, please go check out some of my old videos. I do crafts and unboxings and swaps and just kind of have fun. And I do TikToks every once in a while. It's just under Perfectly Cat on Instagram. I'm Perfectly Cat. So yeah, check me out.
Well, have a great day. Thanks for coming on to
I miss you ladies so much.
Well, make sure and check out those collabs and let me know if you want any of them.
I will, definitely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. We are coming up on about 2 hours. So, Christy, why don't you tell us what's coming up for you, and we will start winding this thing down.
And then there were two. If my eye starts twitching, of course, you can't see that my eye is twitching now, but it's been twitching for like 3 days. Oh, there it goes. You see it?
Yes.
What do I have coming up? So Magical Makeup with Christy tomorrow has been canceled. I will not be having that tomorrow. But next week, we have Stars and Stripes with guest Crystal from For Love the Mouse on Magical Makeup with Christy. And then I have your collabs. And then there's the Dollar Tree collab, which I still have not edited that video. It's on my phone because I recorded it on my phone instead of on my camera, and I can't get it to transfer to my computer to edit it.
Do you have an Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
Use iMovie. It'll upload directly.
I know, but I don't like editing it on my phone. Oh, you mean if I put it on my iPhone iMovie, it will transfer to my... Will it do that?
Yeah.
I may do that then.
If you have a Mac computer.
Yeah, I do.
Then it'll transfer.
Really, I don't have a whole lot coming up other than videos that are already scheduled out there.
Okay. All right. So that leaves me. I'm not going to make music. So tonight is Travel Talk. Christy has some commitments that this evening in the evening. So it will be Sam and I talking tonight about the Epcot area deluxe resorts. So make sure to come back tonight for that. As Christy said, Magical Makeup has been canceled for the week. Friday night is Castle Chat, and that is myself, that is Christy, and it is Sammy of Just Sammy Things, and it will be on her channel this week, and it is Disney Mertz. And as their birthdays are this month, they are going to be having kind of a birthday party on Friday night, so make sure to go check that out. You can find that on Just Sammy Things. So make sure, I just said that. Oh,
you know, you could potentially talk about the 50th stuff on Travel Talk.
Yeah, we might do
both.
Do both. And then coming up, I've got 6 collabs going on. I've got the Star Spangled collab, the Christmas in July collab, and the Happy Birthday Harry Potter collab, which are all going to go up this month. I have Talk Like a Pirate Day and National Hobbit Day in September. I've got National Grinch Day, which will go up December 1st. I've got some videos, like I said earlier, right now through the end of July. Our upload dates are Saturdays and Tuesdays, and starting August 1st, we will be going to a daily vlog schedule. So that's really exciting. There'll be trip videos, craft videos, cooking videos, all kinds of things. We are really excited about that. There's just so much going on that we're going to be doing that a 2-day upload schedule just doesn't work for us anymore, which is really exciting to know that we are being able to do that much and have that much content that we want to bring you. Sunday is Craft and Chat at 4 o'clock Central Time. This apparently was not enough coffee this morning. So Ryan should be able to make that one. Poor Randy. I called him Ryan for like a whole stream. Felt so bad. 2 of them, actually, in fact. So thank you guys so much for coming to chat with us today, and we will see you tonight on my back here for Travel Talk. Have a great